Health issue number 5 is chronic mineral depletion. Now, this has nothing to do with being dehydrated. Just what most people don't realize, if you're constantly sweating all day and getting bitten by mosquitoes like I am right now, then what happens is you tend to lose huge amounts of minerals as you sweat, and also as you go to the toilet, and you also drink more. What happens is most people don't actually replace these minerals in their diet or with supplements. So one of the other things you also want to be doing if you're in Dubai is constantly taking plenty of vitamins and minerals into your system, because you are going to sweat more, in particular if you're coming from a climate like Northern Europe, which you don't have this type of heat, because it's going to be a complete different shock to your body. And if you feel maybe like anxiety, low mood, and just feel generally off, this can be one of the core reasons why that you can be completely thrown into a flunk. What I do as well is I throw on the screen right now a list of foods that would be great in terms of high mineral content that you can eat and add into your diet, that are easy to consume every single day whilst in Dubai. Now, do you have to eat the most exotic foods to do this all the time? Like, people tell you to go and eat oysters every day because it's high in zinc and all this type of stuff. Like, it's not practical for you to buy oysters every day. And I live on the Palm, and there's probably people here who do that. But in the real world, the easiest way to do this is just find what you're probably deficient in and then supplement for that. The easiest way to also do this is to get a blood test to see where you have deficiencies, and then you can fill the gap. One of the other beauties of living here from a health perspective, of why Dubai is the pinnacle of health and fitness in the entire world and longevity, is the fact that you can go online on WhatsApp, you can order someone to come to your house and do a blood test whenever you want, and it's not massively expensive. So I get a nurse will come to my house at 6 a.m. to come take a blood test, and then that's it. I don't even have to leave my house, don't have to go anywhere. I'll literally be in my pajamas, get out of bed, the door will go, bang, they take the blood and off you go, get results in 24 to 48 hours. And this is where you have ease of access to solve any issue you want from a health perspective. And the UAE is one of the leading countries in the world from a medical perspective. Health issue number 6 is just the overall air quality in Dubai. So there's going to be periods through the year, in particular in the summer, where regardless of what you do, the air quality outside is going to be bad. So there's going to be sandstorms, sands in the air, and the humidity is going to be very high. Now with humidity, you tend to get the sand stick to it, which can cause problems. So the easiest way to then solve this for you is, one, probably not run around and exercise when the pollution in the areas are very high. There are warnings for the weather that comes up from that. The second thing I would also look at is making sure you have air purifiers in your house. These are the simplest things you can do. Third, will be actually getting your ACs and filters cleaned within your cars, your apartments, as much as possible to try and remove some of these things from the systems, because it's more a point of trying to take yourself out of the environments where there's really bad air pollution when it does flag up. And the majority of the time, this is going to be in the summer, when it's the hottest months, when the humidity tends to increase. Now, the biggest thing that's driving this isn't actually pollution in Dubai, it's just the high desert situation in terms of the way it's designed as having sand. So the sand in the air, if the wind picks up, it's going to collect that, and you're going to be breathing in, and it's also very hot and humid. So this doesn't affect many people. The people it does affect is probably people who have already existing breathing issues, things like asthma and stuff like that. So these are just things to be aware of, and there are plenty of ways to try and work around them. And the reality is just probably not going outside and running around when it's particularly bad. As with everything in Dubai, they have the best facilities to mitigate anything. So even in the peak heat in the summer, when it's 50 degrees Celsius, like, you can spend the entire day in perfect air conditioned temperature and have absolutely no issues at all. So ultimately, it's just about putting yourself in the right environment every single day, and maybe not going out in the peak times when the air pollution is really high. So issue number 7 is continuous exposure to chlorinated water. Now, this is the same thing you're going to get in any country, whether you live in Spain, Thailand, Mexico, or wherever. If you're constantly going in swimming pools or water that's very heavily filtered. Now, one of the ways to kind of improve the situation is make sure you have decent water filters on your house. So the house here that I live in, when I moved in, I actually changed all the water filters and had better ones put in to try and remove some of the stuff in the water. Second thing, we'd actually be looking at maybe using the sea more than necessarily just swimming pools. The one thing I would say about the sea though in Dubai, it is incredibly salty. So it also, like, regardless if you're drinking the water or you get it in your mouth somehow, however you do that when you're in the sea, you will find you could probably get more dehydrated and your skin will start to dry because there's such a high salt content into the water. So the best thing I would recommend is just making sure that you have high levels of high quality water filters on the things coming into your house or into your apartment, to try and filter out what you're bathing in and what you're cleaning your hair in. It's probably the easiest things. And I imagine, unless you're a professional swimmer, you're probably not going in swimming pools every single day. And if you wanted to, probably going in the sea is probably the healthier choice. Do I think it's going to make a dramatic difference to your health? No. Do I think the continuous exposure to maybe some of the tap water could have an impact? Potentially, yes. And I think some women with longer hair do report things like
Now, if you enjoyed the clip, the huge thing that's happening right now is the AI revolution. This actual video and clip was fully clipped and posted by AI. No human being was involved. And this is exactly how you scale your business faster than ever before, is you use these types of tools. Yet most people are oblivious to them and don't even know how to do this. And if you're a business owner, content creator, or coach, and you want help in terms of how to scale your business using AI, ads, and all the latest technology that's going to give you an unfair advantage, hit the link at the bottom of this video. You can book in a call with us and the team. We will audit your whole business, show you exactly how we can install some of these systems for you. And if we think you're a good fit, we can show you what that looks like.